My mom was messaging me the other day. Yujin, isn't that the chef from the restaurant you took me for my birthday? He's on Netflix. My mom was right. Chef Ahn Sung-jae, the mastermind behind the only 3 Michelin-starred restaurant in Korea, recently appeared on Netflix 흑백요리사, or Black and White Chef. But there's more to his story than a TV appearance. His acclaimed restaurant Mosu has closed, leaving many of us, including myself, wondering what happened. The Netflix show Black and White Chef is a culinary competition where Michelin-star chefs face off against lesser-known, quote, dirt spoon, unquote, chefs. Those who may not have the fame but are rich in talent. And there are 2 judges on the show, Chef Baek Jong-won, who already has so much fame in multiple shows in Korea. If you're familiar with Korean shows, you probably have heard of him too. And the other chef is
Ahn Sung-jae.
안성재 별 3개.
So who is Chef Ahn Sung-jae? While I'm just a regular management consultant based in Boston, here is my best attempt at breaking down how the restaurant businesses operate. And I've had the pleasure of dining at Mosu twice for dinner before it closed. So I will also share my personal experiences and thoughts on what could be in store when the restaurant reopens in 2025. Chef Ahn's journey to the top of the culinary world is anything but ordinary. Born in South Korea, he moved to California at 13, dreaming of becoming an auto mechanic. Fast forward a few years, and after a stint in the US Army, a chance encounter with a culinary student changed his life. Suddenly, the kitchen called him. Chef Ahn trained at some of the world's finest restaurants, like Urasawa and the French Laundry, sharpening his skills in French and Japanese techniques. I have yet to go to French Laundry, it's on my list. His first big breakthrough came in 2015 when he opened Mosu in San Francisco. The restaurant earned a Michelin star within its first year, and that's not a small feat for a newcomer. And funny enough, he even appeared on Korea's Olive Show that same year, where he was just starting to make a name for himself. And fast forward 9 years, and now the tables have turned and Ahn is judging the same judge who was on the Olive Show. Despite his success in the United States, Ahn returned to Korea in 2017, where he established Mosu Seoul in Itaewon. The move was a pivotal moment in his career, as he began blending his Western culinary expertise with traditional Korean ingredients, introducing innovative fusion dishes such as his famous abalone taco and toasted seafood tofu. By 2022, Mosu Seoul had become the first and only restaurant in South Korea to earn 3 Michelin stars. This recognition was a testament to Chef Ahn's creative vision and relentless pursuit of culinary excellence. His ability to innovate while staying true to his Korean roots helped Mosu become one of Asia's top restaurants, earning a spot on Asia's 50 Best Restaurants list and recognition as the best restaurant in Korea. For the both times I was at Mosu, I enjoyed asking the waiters what their experience was like working there. One in particular noted the chef's emphasis on spending time with family. In both times, he was at the Hong Kong location, so I didn't have a chance to meet him, but I was told that during business hours, Chef Ahn does his best to connect with each of the guests. Mosu wasn't just a restaurant, it was an experience, and getting a reservation was a challenge in itself. You had to book 3 months in advance through the Korean app Kitchen Table. And the reservations opened on the 15th of each month at precisely 10 a.m. If you're used to making brunch reservations through Resi in New York City, you kind of know the game. My first visit came thanks to a friend from Morton who was visiting from San Francisco. She's a big foodie, and thanks to her, I made it. And after that meal, I made sure to get their number, hinting that I'm gonna come back for my mother's birthday in the winter. The meal was unforgettable. Easily one of the best dining experiences I've ever had. What set Mosu apart was Chef Ahn's ability to elevate traditional Korean ingredients and present them in a way that felt fresh yet rooted in something familiar. Every dish had a story. Take, for example, this abalone taco, which combines elements of traditional Korean sam with precise techniques. And the result? a perfect blend of bold flavors and delicate presentation that spoke to both his Korean heritage and Western culinary training. Another highlight was a toasted sesame tofu with sea urchin, so rich yet balanced. It was a true expression of Ahn's talent for unexpected combinations. I have a detailed video on comparing Mosu with Botanic Garden if you want to check it out. But it wasn't just the food that made Mosu stand out. The ambiance played a huge role in creating a seamless experience. From the minimalist decor to the soft lighting, the space was designed to keep the focus on the food. The large windows framed stunning views, and the attention to detail in everything, from the customized menu for special occasion to the perfect wine pairings, made each visit very intimate and personal. And here's a menu that I got for my mom. The service was impeccable, and the staff managed to strike that perfect balance between being attentive and giving us enough space. It's no surprise that Mosu earned 3 Michelin stars in 2022. Chef Ahn's ability to push boundaries while staying true to his roots made Mosu a culinary destination that's hard to forget. And I also love the name. Mosu came from kosumosu, one of his favorite flowers growing up as a kid. I have also learned in my time in business school that food and beverage is a low profit generating business. At best, 10% margin and perhaps slightly higher at 15% for fine dining. And here are my top 3 reasons as to why I think Mosu closed and what I think Mosu can do differently in the coming year. Let's start with the most obvious: high operating costs. Running a 3 Michelin star restaurant like Mosu comes with considerable operational expenses. From sourcing premium ingredients like abalone and sea urchin to maintaining a highly trained staff and luxurious ambiance, the costs can quickly become overwhelming. With limited seating and an emphasis on exclusivity, Mosu's ability to generate consistent profits may have been constrained by its high cost structure. And perhaps Chef Ahn could reduce overhead by simplifying certain aspects of the menu without sacrificing quality. Introducing seasonal prix-fixe menus that require fewer courses, or more cost-effective ingredients that can help manage food costs while maintaining a high-end dining experience. And there's also the shifting consumer preference too. Let's be real, the economy has been pretty bad. Diners are leaning towards more casual, experience-driven meals and moving away from the formal, ultra-luxury dining model. Mosu, with its high price point and formal setting, may have struggled to adapt to these shifting consumer trends. And in addition, as sustainability becomes a growing priority for diners, restaurants are being encouraged to embrace local, accessible, and transparent sourcing. My suggestion is offering a casual pop-up event or shorter tasting menus at reduced prices. In this case, a simplified lunch menu. These options would help broaden Mosu's appeal, offering the same level of creativity but in a more relaxed setting. Additionally, Mosu could appeal to a wider audience by introducing non-alcoholic pairings. In both times, I didn't order alcohol because it's been over 2 years since I quit drinking. But I couldn't brush off the feeling of guilt because I know that most of the profit in restaurants is generated from drinks. So my unsolicited advice is kombucha pairing. This is a version I've seen in Thailand at Ledu. Thoughtfully crafted pairings like herbal teas, infused waters, or even fermented beverages can attract non-drinkers and create a more inclusive experience too. Non-alcoholic options provide an alternative revenue stream and adding value to the overall dining experience without incurring high costs of premium alcohol. And last but not least is the challenge with partnership. Chef Ahn's decision to part ways with a corporate partner was a key factor in Mosu's temporary closure. The clash between creative vision and business interest often creates tension in fine dining. Especially in high-end restaurants, the need for constant innovation must be balanced with financial viability. And this challenge can be exacerbated when creative control is limited by external pressures. So moving forward, Chef Ahn should perhaps seek partnerships that allow him to maintain a more creative control. Whether this involves smaller, more aligned investors or pursuing independent ownership, it's crucial that any future partnerships align with his long-term vision. This freedom would enable Mosu to evolve creatively and operationally, free from the constraints of purely profit-driven decisions. And I hope that by addressing these factors, Mosu can emerge stronger, offering a more inclusive and sustainable fine dining experience while continuing to innovate the culinary world. So, That's the story of Chef Ahn Sung-jae and Mosu. What do you think? If you have any insights on the food business, please share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching and come back to my next video topic on...
Let's go! It's time to be the GOAT. It's time to enter God mode, man, let's get it going. I wanna be the greatest, energy is overflowing. I know I'm stoking the fire, my desire's taking over.